So in this video, I'm asking people from all over the world about a question, which is what kind of learning method have you done so far to be able to speak English like this? When do you think actually you started speaking English? What age do you think you actually started speaking English? Like you could speak? Hello everyone, how you guys going? 皆さんご機嫌いかがでしょうか？今日も可能性無限大 This is タロサックということで、今日の動画では外国人はなぜみんな英語が話せるのか、英語が伸びた学習法を聞いてみたというテーマでやっていきたいと思います。英語学習をしていて外国人と交流する機会があったり、仕事で海外の方と交流する機会があったり、それこそワーホリ留学で海外に行ったりすると割と早い段階で気づくんですよね。英語ネイティブじゃないはずなのに外国人めっちゃ当たり前のように普通に英語喋ってるんですけど、どういうこと？はい、この感覚、海外かぶれの私も当時19歳、日本に興味がある外国人と毎晩スカイプを使ってお話しし始めた時に気づきました。みんな当たり前のように英語話してるんです。そして大人になってもそれは同じ。もちろん世界にはいろんな国がありますから一概には言えませんけど、日本人以外でネイティブじゃないけど英語話せる人すごく多いです。そして2024年11月衝撃のニュースを目にしました。英語を母国語としない116の国地域における英語能力指数、その2024年の世界ランキングで日本はまさかの過去最低の92。 Oh my god, oh my god。小学校からちょっとずつ英語に触れてるんだよ。中学校高校でもいっぱい勉強した。でも全然話せる人は少ない。一体どういうことなんですか？センスがないんでしょうか？何か一体理由があるんでしょうか？でもこうやってランキングを見ると、いや確かにって思うわけですよ。オーストラリアにいてもやっぱり比較的こういう国の人たちは当たり前に英語を喋ってるということで、今回の動画では一体何がこんなに大きな差を生むのか、英語を当たり前のように話す非ネイティブたちはどんな学校教育を受け、どんな学習をしてきて今英語が話せるに至ってるのか、言語自体の近さとか母国語と英語の単語が似てるとか、そういったところの影響はあるのかとか、とにかく今日はですね、ここに関してとことん深掘ってインタビューしていき、少しでも英語を習得したいと思う人、それから今後ご自身のお子さんに英語を話せるようになってもらいたいと思う親御さんにとってとても役立つであろう動画撮っていきたいと思います。僕のチャンネルでは様々なトピックに関する外国人のインタビュー動画ですとか英語学習に関するコンテンツを毎週配信しております。見るだけで頭の中がグローバル化することを間違いなし。面白いと思ってもらった方はチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。僕の動画をいつも見てくれてる皆さんに向けて超スペシャルなお知らせです。いつも動画を見てくれてる皆さんに日頃の感謝を込めて、僕の公式 LINE ですね、大幅アップデートさせていただきました。英語が聞き取れる魔法のワーク、英語動詞完全攻略、英単語超暗記法、今すぐ使える英語相槌フレーズ150選、超品質日常英会話フレーズ100選、英語の語文形をもう一度分かりやすく、間違うと危険な似てる英単語100選、超現代風瞬間英作文100選、漢詩完全マスター、派生英語マスター100選。これら10冊の僕のオリジナルの電子書籍、過去に開催した LINE フレンド限定の無料のライブコーチングに参加してくれた方々にこちらプレゼントさせていただいたものなんですが、この度僕の公式 LINE ですね、友達追加してくれた方全員に全てプレゼントさせていただきます。ぜひこれらの特典受け取りたいという方はこの動画の概要欄の一番上にあります僕の公式 LINE 友達追加して今すぐこれらの特典全て受け取ってください。ということで今日も早速いきましょう。Thank you very much for your help. What country are you from?
India.
India.
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been in Australia now?
It's about 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Not so long, yeah?
Not so long. Just like July 29th, I came here.
Yeah, okay. I think India food's culture is pretty different from Australia.
Yeah.
Australian culture.
Yep.
What made you get out of your own country and decided to live in another country?
To pursue masters here and get the better quality of life here. That's
I see.
Yeah.
How have you found this so far? Is it comfortable to live here?
it's all right.
It's all right, yeah?
Yeah.
It's all right. We miss our homeland food sometimes, but
yeah.
not too bad. Can't complain. Okay, so in this video, I want to ask you some questions about, how you learned English. And obviously, we could tell you're pretty good at speaking English. And somehow, this is a big mystery that every Indian person can speak English. Is that correct?
No, not every Indian person, but most of them.
Yeah.
Because we have the English subject from the first standard.
Yeah.
From the basics to everything, like we do in English on English movies and English subtitles. Everything will be in English because in India we have almost 22 official languages.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So we have commonly, as the English is the common language for every state.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we are good at the English actually.
Okay, so you have, well, let me say, too many languages in your country. And to be able to communicate with each other, you have to have a one standard language, which is English.
English, yeah.
I see. But until 8 years old, you speak,
Our own languages.
which is
Telugu?
Telugu. Is Telugu similar to English, like the grammar, vocabulary?
No,
No.
it's totally different.
Totally different. Then it's similar to Japanese people because Japanese and English are totally different, and that's why we are struggling to learn how to speak English.
Yeah.
But somehow it doesn't happen to you.
Yeah.
So I need to find out the secret. How's the content in the classroom in your country? Like, do you use English to learn something?
Yeah, our books are with the English only, English written only.
Since you're a
English
kid?
version. Yeah, except for our Hindi and English Telugu subjects, everything is in English only.
Mathematics?
Yeah, everything is in English.
That's a good strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like normally become your habit to be able to read or listen or speak English.
Yes.
So what about like exams in school? We only have like a writing and reading tests. Do you have also like oral exams and listening exams?
Yeah, not listening exams. We have oral sometimes, but not like exams. It's a like assignment type thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But exams are only written.
All right, but
Most
you
of them.
still have assignments
Yeah.
for the oral thing.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's a big difference. I think it's important to have a English education which requires you to speak actually and listen since you are very young.
Yeah.
So it becomes nothing special but normal to
Normal, yes.
associate with English.
Every person in India who is going to school and everything, they guarantee to know English because our textbooks and everything, even teachers speak with us only in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that in Japan? Okay, that was interesting. How can I say thank you in Telugu?
Thank you. Just.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, the thank you is even the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
What country are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
You're from the Netherlands?
Yes.
You're gonna be the perfect person to ask this question because I have lived in Australia for quite a long time and I have seen many Dutch people and somehow all of them speak pretty good English and you're one of them, I'm pretty sure. How long have you been in Australia now?
I've been here for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have been to Netherlands and it's such a beautiful European country. But what made you get out of your own country and started living in another country?
Well, first of all, the weather, it's pretty bad.
Oh, is it?
In the Netherlands, it's a lot of rain and clouds and just kind of depressing, to be honest.
Sort of like English weather?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess so, yeah.
Okay.
So, and I just wanted to meet like new people, new cultures, so I decided to come to Australia.
Have you been enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I have been really enjoying it so far.
So in this video, I'm asking people from all over the world about a question, which is what kind of learning method have you done so far to be able to speak English like this? Okay, in your country, like I said, pretty much everyone can speak English.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the reason behind it?
Well, I think our school system, we learn Dutch we learn English when you're around 10 years old.
Around 10 years old, okay?
Yeah, and I think also the media we consume, all of it is basically English.
Wait, so on TV,
Yeah, a lot of it is English and then just with subtitles. So you automatically also learn English as well.
oh wow.
And then nobody speaks Dutch, so we kind of have to speak English to be
Okay.
able to get around, travel, talk to other people.
Oh, so it's like a common thought that you have that we have to learn English because no one else speaks Dutch.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you said the contents on TV and not all, but some of them are English with the English subtitles. Oh, Dutch subtitles.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have like Dutch television, of course, where they speak Dutch. But if the show is originally in English,
Yeah.
we'll just keep it in English and then just have the subtitles.
Subtitles, Dutch subtitles.
Yeah, Dutch subtitles.
Oh wow. Okay. So is that okay to ask your age?
Yeah, I'm 18.
18.
Yeah.
And you speak like this. So at what age do you think you actually started speaking English?
I think around like 11, 12 maybe.
What?
Yeah.
Only 2 years since you started learning English.
Yeah, well, it's just like everything around you is English, so it's so easy to learn. So, yeah.
Well, first of all, environment is different from Japanese people then. Do you think the grammar and vocabulary are quite similar to English?
Some words, I think so, because Dutch kind of borrows some words from other languages as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar, I guess, but it's like you could say German is more similar to Dutch, English a bit less, but
Yeah.
it's easy enough, I think. It's not one of the most difficult languages to learn for Dutch person.
Okay, so generally speaking, it's not difficult for you guys.
No, I don't think so.
Same as German. Germans speak English pretty well too.
Yeah.
Okay. How was your content in the classroom? Like, do you have to speak English or listen to English, like as an exam, for example? Because in Japan we just write and,
Okay.
read.
Well, we write, of course, but then we also have speaking exams, which is more when you're a bit older, and listening exams as well. I think we
Oh, wow.
actually start with the listening and writing, and then later on the speaking.
Okay.
And then when you actually like graduate, you have to do like speaking, writing, and listening as well.
Like high school?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to pass all the things to get your diploma.
Makes sense. The education system's also
Yeah.
quite different. Okay, young lady, what's your dream?
My dream is to live a great life in Australia.
Okay, for now, enjoy
Yeah.
your life. And
Thank you.
You find something you want to do in the future, yeah?
Thank you so much.
All right, I think I should say tak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dag.
How can I say?
Dag.
Dag. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have that pronunciation.
Yeah,
Tak.
dag.
What country are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Hong
Hong Kong as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
how long have you been in Australia now?
I visit here for like 2 weeks.
Holiday.
Yes, for holiday.
Okay.
I'm staying in Melbourne for like 6 years around.
6 years. Okay. I know Hong Kong is a really good place. What made you get out of your own country and started living in another country?
I came here for studying university and
Okay.
I left here Australian 5 and more. It's kind of difficult country in here. I enjoy sunshine
Yeah.
and I feel like we laid back here style.
Which do you think more expensive, here or Hong Kong?
I think if we don't count on the rental expense, I think the living cost could be higher in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because when we hang out for the dinner, actually it's quite pricey.
Surprisingly pricey.
Yes, when we are eating out. But if we also count on the rental expense, the living cost could be comparable between Australia and Hong Kong.
Let's get into a main topic of this video. I'm asking people from all over the world what has been the most important factor for you to be able to learn how to speak English. As you see, these gentlemen can speak English. Okay, first of all, do you think many people in Hong Kong speak English well, like you guys?
Well, I think the variation is quite big. So some people could be a really fluent user, even they can sound like the native speaker, but some people may just, they have some social pronunciation.
Yeah.
But most of people, maybe they will have, usually we have the English in the business setting,
Yeah.
but we, in the daily conversation, we still stick on Cantonese. So I think some
see.
people may hesitate to speak English during the daily time because they have some concern
Yeah.
for the
Accents and
the
blah, blah,
accent
blah.
or use of language. But I think if you want to improve your English, like in written or speaking English, first of all, you don't have to be shy to
Yeah.
use a new language. Everyone knows we are the secondary language user or the foreign language user. So this is not a big deal to make mistakes in our conversation.
You have lots of diversity in Hong Kong, like in the business setting especially.
Yeah, because it's an international city.
Like an international financial center.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you evaluate your English? Do you think it's higher than the average in your country, or what do you think?
It's a normal average.
Normal
I
average,
think.
yeah? So people speak like this in
Yeah.
our generation especially.
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
Like 30?
30?
29.
29? Okay. At what age do you think you actually started speaking English?
Like 4 or 5. Yeah,
Like you could speak?
because we start to learn the English in like kindergarten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like bilingual learning
Preschool, yeah.
environment. We have the English lesson. We learn the alphabets from when we were really, really small, like 3 or 4
Oh, wow.
year old. But nowadays the kids, they have a even early starter
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
learn. They may learn like before 1 or 2. The mom may play some bilingual videos or some foreign cartoons for them.
So it's pretty normal for younger generation in Hong Kong to be able to speak English nowadays. It's like a normal thing.
Yeah.
Oh well, so you could speak a little bit of English already when you were like 4 or 5 years old. Is that what you mean?
Just simple.
Some
words.
simple
Simple
sentence.
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's totally different from Japan.
We early have the English lesson because even we have high school, we have the oral examination in the public sector.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
In Japan, well, writing, we based on the writing exams and stuff like that. But did you have like a speaking test, like listening exams?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have.
You did.
Yeah, we did in a public exam. Yeah.
Yes, in the high school
school
public
public
examination when we
Oh, even
do
the public high school
Yes,
examination.
Yeah.
before the university admission, we already have the speaking task or the
Yeah.
listening task.
I think that's the key, yeah? Well, that was a big learning. That's a big difference we have between Japan and Hong Kong. All right, thank you very much, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What country are you from?
I'm from Argentina.
You're from Argentina?
Yeah.
Oh, I could tell. I see a Boca Juniors
that's
t-shirt. Yeah. Are you a big fan of them?
Yeah, of course, big fan.
Oh, so you play soccer too?
Yeah, I play as well. Yeah.
Do you say soccer or football?
We say football.
Oh, you say football?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, football.
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been in Australia now?
I've been here since February.
February.
Yeah.
Which is like, 10 months ago, something like that?
Yeah, like 10 months. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. You know, Argentina is a really good country, but what made you get out of your own country and come to another country to live?
For me, like I wanted to travel since I was like 15 years old.
Okay.
So yeah, I just looked at like the different visas
Yeah.
and I saw Australia looked pretty good. So yeah, I chose to come here.
Not too difficult to come and work, yeah?
No, it was, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I see many people from Argentina.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this video today, I want to ask you some questions about learning English.
Yeah.
You know, what learning method have you done to be able to learn how to speak English, that sort of things.
Yeah.
So, do you think many people in Argentina speak English pretty well?
I would say like for my age, like most people can at least speak some English.
A little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay, so nowadays, people speak a bit of English
Yeah,
generally.
younger people tend
Yeah.
to speak English. Yeah.
But maybe like a 40s, 50s, not much, yeah?
Less, I would say. Some still do, but much less than our generation.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you are 23 years old.
Yeah.
Many Japanese people who come to Australia, not only Australia but other countries, they tend to struggle with the English.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we don't study English. We do,
Yeah.
but I think the language is too different
Yeah.
from our language anyway.
Yeah.
That's why it's very difficult for us to learn.
Right.
When do you think actually you started speaking English?
I would say since I was probably around 15 years old.
What the heck? Really?
Yeah.
But you don't speak English with your parents and...
No, just I started studying at school since I was like 2 or 3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So just then from like looking at movies or series, like that's how I feel I really learned.
Okay, you have caught up all the like English
Yeah,
grammars
yeah.
and stuff. Okay, this is a mystery because we learn English, and which is one of the most important subjects in our country.
Right.
But somehow it's difficult for us. So, do you think your language, Spanish and English, are quite similar? Like grammars are similar, or the vocabularies are similar? What do you think?
I wouldn't say so. I think they're pretty different.
Yeah.
But just because it's so popular in our country to learn English,
Yeah.
it's like you get a lot of contact with it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how was the content of the classroom? Like, did you always have to follow textbook, or do you had a time to have a discussion in English with the classmates?
Yeah, we used to have a couple of different subjects. So
Yeah.
we used to be like listening. We would practice listening, then speaking, then writing.
Oh, everything.
So, yeah, we did everything.
So not only writing and reading,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even in class, since you're a kid,
Yeah.
you had to speak in the class.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same as like my Spanish classes,
Yeah.
like all the same but in English.
Oh.
So we practiced a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
So what about outside of school? Did you spend a time on textbook, on vocabulary books?
Not really outside of school.
Really?
Yeah, just at school and like consuming media, I guess, in English.
Yeah, that was the last question.
Yeah.
What was the main key for you to be able to get to this level?
I would just say practice.
Practice it.
Yeah.
Could you speak English when you came to Australia like this?
Probably a bit less fluent, but I could still speak.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah. Just practice a lot and keeping the contact with the language because
Yeah.
that's how you lose it, you know?
Yeah, sometimes we lose motivation and stop
Yeah,
learning,
yeah,
but
yeah.
just keep going, yeah?
Yeah, just meet new people, like speak the language, and
Yeah.
that's the best way to practice.
That's how I did it. Back then I found many friends in the world
Yeah.
On Skype.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even know if you have if you know Skype.
I know
but-
Skype
Oh,
as
you
well.
know
Yeah,
Skype.
I'm not that young.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll say muchas gracias.
De nada.
はい、ということで皆さんここまでいかがでしたでしょうか。これ結構答え出てませんか。結局日本語と英語がもちろん遠い言語だっていうのはあると思うんですけど、香港の方とかインドの方がやっぱ当たり前のように英語を話しているっていうことを考えると、やっぱこれ教育システムの違いですよね。小さい頃から英語を学び始めて、そしてなんなら他の教科も英語でやっちゃうっていう。そしてテストにはスピーキングテストもある。とはいえこれ今から日本で採用するのはちょっと難しいですよね。先生側の負担と求められる能力が一気に上がると。これ対応するにはもう働きたいと思える条件環境でないとなかなか人は集まらない。英語の能力が極めて高い人は条件のより良い一部の一般企業に吸い込まれてしまうと思います。ということでこういったところがぐんと変わる日はいつかやってくるのでしょうか。僕にはこれ一切分かりませんが、僕は僕の作れる楽しく英語が学べるコンテンツを引き続き作っていきたいと思います。チャンネル登録して毎週ビデオをお待ちください。冒頭でもお伝えしたようにこの動画の概要の一番上にある僕の公式 LINE では知ってるだけでなくしっかり使えるようになるための僕のオリジナルの英語教材、友達追加していただいた方全員にこれでもかというぐらい全て無料でプレゼントしております。ぜひ今まで英語学習にトライしたけど一人ではうまくいかなかった、知っているだけじゃなくてちゃんと使えるようになっていきたい、そう思う方はこの動画の概要の一番上にある僕の公式 LINE 友達追加して今すぐ特典を全て受け取ってください。外国人みんな当たり前のように英語話してるもんだからどうせ文法とか似てるんでしょって思ってたんだけども、こんなに教育自体が違うんだって。まずは子供の頃は母国語からしっかり学ぶべきだ、そう思ってた自分もどこかにいるんだけども、どうせ話せるようになるんだから小さい頃から英語やるべきなのかもなって、英語やるべきなのかもなって、この動画を見たことで海外の英語教育にびっくりした。そして自分の子供の教育についても考えるきっかけになった。そして何より英語自分も話せるようになりたいよ。改めてそういう風に強く思っているあなたがそこにいるのであれば、見るだけで頭の中グローバル化しちゃったんだよ。最後まで見てくれた皆さんありがとうございます。面白いと思ってもらえた方はチャンネル登録忘れずに、高評価も忘れずに、また次の動画でお会いしましょう。